organizes Bee Roots Camp, or free workshops, and distributes buzz kits. Impact Created introduced 150 plus rural Cambodian children to bee conservation through hands-on learning. Project 2, Relief Hub, Youth for Mangrove Summit. Problem: mangrove ecosystems are rapidly declining due to climate change and unsustainable development. Young people often care about the environment, but lack the practical skills, experience, and networks to take leadership action. Key activities: a 4-day program featuring 5 training workshops on conservation and leadership. Impact Created engaged 39 Cambodian and international youth supported by 5 mentors. Planted 200 mangrove saplings at Chapeng Songke community. Project 3, Noor. Problem: each year in India, 60,000 orphaned youth age out of care institutions without support. Less than 2% ever reach higher education. Key activities: develops a bilingual guidebook on scholarships and career pathways. Impact Created establishing a low-cost, transferable model to move youth from chronic unemployment to higher education. Project 4, Straw. Problem: globally, 560 million tons of rice straw are burned annually, releasing carbon dioxide and PM2.5. Key activities: the project converts rice straw into sustainable paper using eco-friendly liners and energy generated from agricultural residues. Impact Created initiated R&D for circular economy boards that repurpose waste into value-added construction materials. Mapped outsourcing from local farms to quantify future carbon offsets and prevent open burning. Project 5, Nusajiwa. Problem: scientific data on coral reef health in the Coral Triangle is often too technical and inaccessible, creating a significant gap in ocean literacy and preventing local communities in Semporna from participating in conservation. Key activities: produces a 24-page bilingual interactive booklet. Impact Created translates complex reef data into engaging formats, seeds community-led conservation through a sustainable funding model where booklet sales directly support local research and restoration. Project 6, Project Agus. Urban waterways like Estero de Baco are classified as Class D, meaning they are too polluted for human or aquatic use. Key activities: used as mabuhay balls or organic compost balls to naturally digest waste, coupled with workshops on climate justice, disaster risk reduction, and youth-led environmental governance. Impact Created. Ammonia levels dropped from 22.5 to 18 mg per liter, and total coliform fell by 2 million mpn per 100 milliliter in just months. Project 7, NORDS. Modernization pressures and academic-centric language databases of Asia's heritage have distanced us from our roots. Key activities: to develop a personality quiz inspired by the individuals and personalities featured in the documentary. Impact Created planned a donation drive which planted books for children under the age of 6, creating awareness on our cause while building anticipation for the final documentary. Project 8, In Our Shoes. Problem: high schools often fall short of creating inclusive environments, leaving students with disabilities isolated. Key activities: uses a participatory board game where players role-play identities with blindness, autism, or mobility challenges. Impact Created 108 students from grades 10 to 12 trained in the first Bangkok workshop, followed by a successful expansion to Chiang Mai. Project 9, Project Rikasi. Problem: Thailand faces a massive environmental challenge with discarded plastic phone cases. Simultaneously, talented artists with disabilities are often excluded from the workforce and struggle to find fair employment. Key activities: collects and cleans discarded phone cases as blank canvases. Artists with disabilities transform these cases into unique art pieces sold at an online store and local pop-up events. Impact Created directly reduces plastic waste by upcycling discarded materials before they reach landfills or oceans. Provides real income and jobs for artists with disabilities, shifting the narrative from charity to capability. Project 10, Trilingual. Problem: the culture of the Hmong ethnic minority in Vietnam is at risk of fading due to globalization. Key activities: develop specialized trilingual reading materials, Hmong, Vietnamese, and English. Impact Created multimedia preservation. Capture teaching videos, local stories, and interviews to create a permanent digital archive of Hmong heritage for future generations. The Asian Undergraduate Symposium Business Park. The AUS Fellow Society is in the fire. Even as AUS ends, the impact continues to cross borders. We are building